It goes without saying that Jarno Opmeer is one of the greatest F1 esports drivers ever. But in order for you to claim this role, you definitely need to be involved in a couple of crashes in order to establish your dominance, or at least show that you have that non-defeating lion spirit in you. Well, Jarno has done that quite a few times, and in this video, we'll witness how his crashes turned into rage shows for 8 minutes straight. Don't go anywhere. PSGL Round 1 in Bahrain. The first victim of Jarno's rage in our video is Thomas Ronhaar, and it happened during PSGL Round 1 in Bahrain. The start of the current season for Jarno was nothing short of phenomenal, especially if we compare it with 2022, where he had a lot of difficulties in order to keep the championship battle alive. But during the first race of the 2023 season, he got into a fierce battle with Thomas Ronhaar, and the two-time world champion didn't mince words when expressing his rage towards his colleague. He called him a cheater, and considering the fact that Jarno was on a much faster, fresher set of tyres after boxing for mediums, we can see where his anger comes from. I guess he doesn't want to be raced hard after all.
Okay, big man. What a dirty cunt, man. Fucking cheater. What is he doing, man? He's just trying to take me out. Fucking cunt.
Mexico, Alfie Butcher. This is definitely one of the most heated moments that happened between two esports drivers in 2023, and the Mexico race saw Jarno Opmeer absolutely sending his utmost rage to Alfie, who was in the battle for a position up in the last lap of the race. After fighting with Lucas Blakely on the 36th lap of the race in order to be second, Alfie oversteered and went outside of the track, which cost him a lot of time. He managed to get back on the track successfully, but luckily for the two-time world champion, he did not crash into him when Alfie Butcher came back on the track without looking behind him. This was not the only crash-related moment in which Jarno was involved, because at the last corner of the race, Otis Lawrence made contact with Jarno and then almost sent Opmeer into the wall. Jarno ended up with a broken wing, and luckily for Lawrence, things calmed down very quickly after the initial heated moment due to the positive aftermath of the race.
What is wrong with these people? Literally, what are you doing, man? This entire REG team are full of morons. No fucking brain cells, I swear. What is he doing? He's just trying to fucking drive me into the wall. Honestly, should get a race band for that. Absolute clowns. All of them.
What's wrong with Alfie and Jarno? These two just cannot seem to stay away from each other, and Saudi Arabia is yet another example of that. Believe it or not, Butcher had the audacity to show yet another unacceptable move during a WOR round in Jeddah, where he tried to complete an overtake on Jarno in the second lap of the race. And this is where the controversy lies. The corner itself was pretty much the most difficult place where an overtake could happen. The unprofessional move from Alfie got the worst out of Jarno yet again. And it seems like his rage combined with the irrational move of his colleagues and rivals is the perfect combination when you want to see the hell breaking loose in the esports world.
What is he doing? What have you just seen? He just sends it in there. Like I don't exist.
PSGL Round 8, Austria. This was definitely one of the most exciting races of the 2023 season in the PSGL series. And when I say exciting, I mean it both in a positive and negative way. Thomas Ronhaar and Jarno Opmeer were yet again the main characters in the show, as one of them got into a very close battle for the win, which was a very anticipated duel if you consider the fact that Opmeer was in a desperate attempt to break his 23 curse of finishing second 4 times in the season. Jarno made a crucial mistake this time, which was something that held back his anger, as he was professional enough to admit in the video he recorded about the accident. But when the battle was developing on the track, Jarno was visibly upset with Thomas's actions, which then resulted in a calming aftermath after Opmeer understood his own actions.
Fuck. What? Why? How is that clean, man? Fuck this guy.
In a bit, mate. Come on! Let's go, man!
Yes!
Fucking get in,
Oh,
man!
come on! What?
We're not done when it comes to Thomas and Jarno, and this time we're going to take you back one season, because it was one of the most controversial races the esports fans could have possibly anticipated. Jarno has publicly called out Thomas Ronhaar for being a cheater, as I mentioned earlier in this video, and one race that stuck out particularly to the two-time world champion was Spain. This was one of Jarno's best races, according to himself, and after being in the DRS zone of Thomas, Jarno noticed something strange: Thomas Ronhaar cheating to gain an advantage over Opmeer. Jarno said, "I'm very close to saying something, and when somebody says that, we all know what it means. Potential cheating involved in the racing." With Jarno referring to the massive amount of grip that Thomas had, which was definitely suspicious. Opmeer was not able to hold his anger anymore and went on to put other drivers in this discussion, saying that outside of the official talks, lots of drivers had this belief that Thomas was cheating his way into the esports series. Things got to the point of Romain Grosjean, a professional former Formula 1 driver, was talking about it on social media as well. It is not confirmed as to whether or not the massive amount of grip that Thomas had was due to cheating, but it goes without saying that this is one of the biggest what-ifs in the history of the series.
I'm very close to saying something. Can't wait to see another tweet from Den Haag saying everything is fine.
Got it. Just hold it.
Yeah, I've held it in for the past half year. So is the rest of the grid.
2021 PSGL Austria, Jarno versus Danny. Yet another short trip to history as Jarno got into a very intense battle against his teammate Danny Moreno for the win, as all things came down to the final stages of the race. Danny Moreno pushed Jarno wide in turn 3, which made him lose many positions. But what is even more painful for the Mercedes esports team is the fact that Danny also lost a position to Fabrizio Donoso, who then went on to win the race. After the results had been decided, Jarno's anger increased to the point where he threw his headset on the ground, and what we've been able to hear is a loud crash sound.
What is he doing, man? Fucking dickhead. Why would he do that? He just drives me completely off track, man. What the fuck?
Jarno.
Why would you do that, man?
Imagine being angry at a brake pedal failure and not even driving a real car. Well, that happened to Jarno, as he broke the brake pedal for the 5th time in 2023 in a period of 1.5 months. The moment happened during Zandvoort, causing him to retire the car in the qualifying session and then not be able to participate in the race, which then prompted a very controversial opinion from his side during the official F1 esports series. Jarno said that there could be a lot of crashes and points thrown away just because of someone having a failure with their brake pedal.
Bend my entire brake pedal off.
And while in the last couple of weeks these incidents have decreased a lot, it doesn't mean that they're gone for good. What do you guys think about Jarno's rage outbursts? Let us know in the comments below, and we thank you for watching our video.